home. Call Kelly at Parker Insurance and Realty, 427-9345. That's 427-9345. Are you thinking of selling your home or business? Hi, I'm Gloria, and as a realtor, I know that getting rid of the clutter in your home is one of the best ways to help sell your house quickly. At Jessup Premium Storage, our family-owned company provides a convenient and secure building for all of your storage needs. We now offer outdoor covered parking for that antique car, boat, or RV. Due to our recent expansion, we offer units that range in size from as small as a bedroom closet to as big as a one-car garage. All of our units are inside and climate controlled with 24-hour access and security. Our leases run month to month, so you're not locked into a long-term commitment, giving you the flexibility to move your belongings out the minute you purchase your new home. Stop by today or give us a call, 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jessup Premium Storage.
They're cool, clean, and secure.
This is Sammy Dixon at the all-new Mike Butch Ford in Blackshear. If you haven't had a chance to come see our new state-of-the-art showroom, then there's no better time than right now. While you're here, take advantage of huge savings on new Ford trucks. Get more than $10,000 off from select new F-150s while they last. You must hurry. They're going fast. Over $10,000 off on the best-selling truck in America for 39 straight years. You can also take advantage of money-saving low interest rates on new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Our new bigger showroom means more inventory, and that means bigger savings for you. Come to the house at Good Serviceville and buy from Mike Butch Ford, and we'll give you 5 free oil changes following 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty.
If you're looking for an incredible deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle from the dealer who has always put you first, stop the search. Call the all-new Mike Butch Ford in Blackshear.
This is Sammy Dixon saying thank you. Thank you very much for your business.
At 4 minutes after 8 o'clock, you're listening to WIFO-FM in Jessup, 105.5 on your FM dial. Good morning, Wednesday morning, 13th day of April. Butch Hubbard here with you on the Big Dog. We'll be becoming partly sunny today after the morning fog and clouds kind of burn off. Becoming partly sunny, high today around 69 degrees, 20% chance of morning showers. The Omaha River level's at 12 feet and just barely rising, should be cresting soon. Once again, we have 62 degrees here in southeast Georgia. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Jessup Premium Stores, located out here in the Waycross Highway, by Parker Insurance and Realty on Macon Street in downtown Jessup, and by Mike Butch Ford in Blackshear. And Bob, we've got a special guest in this morning.
Yep, talking Chamber of Commerce post-legislative luncheon, and Brian's in the studios with us. Joyce said she was going to see me this morning, but she got a sick youngin', so Joy Merchant's not able to make it to talk about and hopefully her youngin's better. But Brian's here to fill in, so Brian, tell us what's taking place Friday.
Well, first, having 3 small kids, I understand that plight. When you have a sick youngin', it puts everything else away. But yeah, Friday, April 15th, 11:30 to 1 at Coastal Pine is the post-legislative luncheon. And again, this is our bookend. We start off with eggs and issues in January, kind of get a feel for what's going to happen in the session, go through what they think the major pieces of legislation are going to be. And then this kind of comes back. This will be a lot less formal, much more business casual. There will be less script, if you will. There'll be less poised questions from the committee, much more giving the legislators an opportunity to talk, and to talk much more freely, and a lot more time. There'll be a lot more questions from the audience. We're going to take a couple questions from the community leaders as well with us. Just kind of give them an idea or an opportunity to recap all of these ideas that have transpired. We'll have to get into the veto, and the budget's always an issue. Education, it's almost the same things. Because the most pressing issues always are on the forefront. So we'll see what happens and give them an opportunity to speak.
And they're all going to be there, right?
Yeah.
This will be State Representative Chad and Bill Workheiser, Senator Tommy Williams, all confirmed they'll be on hand for the event.
That is correct, yes.
Kind of like a going away for Tommy Williams. Like I said, this is the last session up in Atlanta. Like I said, he's retiring at the end of the year.
And we've talked about that with the committee, trying to debate exactly how the best way to honor him, to give him the respect. He's 19 years in the Senate, in the state Senate. We are gonna. This is gonna be his last one as a participant. We're going to ask him to come back for the eggs and issues in January. It's a little more formal, a little more proper. I feel like it'd be better to give him a good send off. It's hard to tell someone thank you in a way that's meaningful for 19 years of service away from their family. So we want to really make sure we do it right. But yes, this will be his last one as a participant.
Again, tickets are available at the Chamber. Again, everyone's invited. You don't have to be a Chamber member, but the registration is $15 for members and $20 for non-members. Is that correct?
That is still correct. And let me point out, too, you can email chamberoffice@waynechamber.com if you have questions. there are a lot of times where we kind of draft a few questions up, and usually when people put in questions, we'll have 70 or 80% covered by what the committee does. But there's always going to be questions. I think back a couple of years ago at Eggs and Issues, I think Johnny Harris posed a question, and I ended up having to just turn it over to him and say, look, ask this one off the floor because I have no idea where you're going with this. I don't know anything about it. And it was about the EPA and water rights. But it was one of those questions that was so important to agricultural interests. And as a business person, I'm from the business world. I'm interested in knowing what happens over there, but it's not something that I know a lot about. And having that active participant from the community and from that other industry was so vital to that. And then, incorporating that into our chamber is important. Georgia's still 60% of the GDP is agriculture. Big farms are still big business, and that's not something I understand very well. So it was a fantastic thing to have somebody come in and post like that. Jay Brinson or Joe Arardi from the hospital, they're going to know their business a heck of a lot better than what I know, and we need that input. So if you have questions, it doesn't matter what walk of life or what section of the community you're from, we definitely want to hear it. We definitely need that other expertise, that outside viewpoint in order to kind of make sure we're really coming in. This is our accountability session. They started off telling us what's going to happen. This is where we come back in and say, hey, how effective were we at the things that we were interested in?
It's always a good time to meet them as well. Like I said, they always hang around afterwards. So, if you don't want to ask the question in public, you can always ask it in private after the event. So just good to know who your representatives are. And again, they're always accessible. They'll be accessible this Friday at the Paul Scott Polytech Center at Coastal Pines College. So again, come on out and enjoy a buffet lunch. Lunch provided by Civils again. Is that
always, man?
Always. That's I just want to make sure.
Makes Bob happy.
That's right. Can't beat those desserts.
It's hard to beat fried chicken and sweet tea and desserts.
Right, that's right. So they'll provide the lunch again. Doors open at 11:30. Buffet lunch at 12 noon. Again, tickets $15 for chamber members, $20 for non-members. Stop by the chamber. That's about the only place to get the tickets. Is that correct, chamber?
That's correct.
So again, the number to call 427-2028. So should be interesting. I saw Representative Werkheiser at the Taste of Wayne. He was definitely upset with the governor with his veto. Be interested to see what Chad Nimber and Tommy Williams have to say about the veto by the governor as well.
It is interesting. Joy and I actually were talking about this the other day, and it's one of those things. I said, "Have you seen a veto come down?" And she said, "From the sitting governor of the same party, we couldn't think of a time where we've seen it." And they deliberated this bill pretty thoroughly. So I'm going to be. That's, I think, for me as kind of a political observant, and I know you are too. You guys, it's one of those things. Is how are they going to handle this? What are they going to go back in and make corrections, or are they going to go in on a straight vote? From a political science nature, this is a pretty interesting time.
Go back to the more simple bill from what we kind of understand all that instead of all the stuff that was added to it. They're going to try to do next year.
Well, that's your point? I think that, and the governor kind of hit on that too when he said when it was a Pastor Protection Act, he was kind of fine with it, and it kind of blossomed from out there. But you have, there's 2 cases coming out of California last week where gentlemen were in a female restroom with video cameras. And so it comes into, I understand kind of both sides. I mean, you have to be careful with industry. You don't want to discriminate. But,
We're looking at North Carolina right now. They went off and passed that law where whatever gender you were born as, that's the bathroom that you'll go into. Mm-hmm. And then they get all this liberal media and entertainment pressure and economic pressure. And so the governor has to come in and sign an executive order amending that bill. And as you said, what prevents some guy say, all right, well, I'm just going to dress up as a woman and go into a women's bathroom. You figured that most people out there are going to be honest about it, but you're going to have your few cases out there that are going to say, well, this is my opportunity to go to a women's bathroom and just dress up as a woman, and nobody can say anything about it because I'm transgender.
Well, but you get into also, I guess as a governor too, you have to take into fact, PayPal did pull their expansion. And if you're also trying to get employment for your people, it's like, what kind of delicate balance do you hit? So I'm going to be interested to see what
it's always about the money. The money will dictate, the economic decisions will dictate what'll be done. And that's what happened here in the state of Georgia, and that's what's happening now in the state of North Carolina.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear Chad Nimmer and those guys and kind of key in and see what they thought.
Werkheiser didn't bite this time. He was very disappointed with the governor's veto. I said it'd be interesting what Chad and Tom had to say, but I hated said the governor's the guest speaker tomorrow over at he's the guest over at the Wayne Dasher Pond House Law Enforcement Appreciation. I hate I'm not going to be able to get there because I'll be able to ask him in person, but I'm not going to be able to be there. Got to be a ball game in Hinesville. So, but he's coming over there tomorrow, so it'll be interesting to see if he addresses that at all. And I'm sure other media will be asking him as well.
That's interesting. Yeah, I know that Mike has said he was going to go over there, so I might have to put a little something with him and just see what he says.
But anyway, we want to talk about this event Friday again. Tickets are going. I understand they're going extremely well too. So I understand they're selling them pretty good.
Yeah, we have I should also plug the presenting sponsor, Michael Long Agency. I'd be in trouble if I didn't get that in there.
Michael Long Agency.
But we also have at last count yesterday morning there were already 8 table sponsors reserving entire tables. So the tickets are going really well. We've got a lot of interest in it. That doesn't mean that you still can't get yours. We look forward to seeing WIFO over there.
That's right. He's got the dinner coming, the luncheon coming up, and day and time again.
April 15th, that is tax day, this Friday.
Well, I think they're extending tax day to April 18th this year.
Are they really?
I heard about that. That they're going to give you to Monday, which I don't understand. 15th's not on a Saturday or Sunday. Is that true? Did I hear right?
I don't know. I bet every accountant in America just love that ruling, just to throw in like one extra day.
Oh, you got another doggone weekend. You have to stay down here at the office.
That's exactly right.
I check with your tax preparer to make sure that's correct.
That's right.
But that's about what I heard. But I don't know if that's true or not.
It is true.
It is true. Okay.
Restaurant giving half a price off on buy a burger get one free. So it is.
I know you don't have to say who it is. Okay.
I saw it yesterday.
You saw it. Okay. You saw it
Monday.
Yeah,
on Monday.
It's been extended to Monday. But if it's tax day, if you buy a hamburger, you get one free. So.
Oh, nice.
So there you go.
Cool.
Just celebrate tax day. Okay. But anyway, appreciate you coming in, Brian. Again, look forward to the big event. Like I said, it'll be interesting to see what's in there. And I have to say, we'll get to interview him on Friday as well. So
absolutely.
It'll be fun. I said last night at the board meeting, I said typical, states recommending 3% pay raise across the board. And the question is how the local boards pay for it. So
give them 3%. We're not going to give you any money to do it.
Same old. Just they pass all this stuff and they expect everybody to pick up the tab, but they don't provide the funding. So
see, they don't have to raise the taxes of the state. So they're they say, well, we didn't raise taxes, but they're kind of mandating the counties raise the taxes.
So the local boards of education just go crazy, like what are we supposed to do?
And that's a really good point. And again, it's one of those things where I'm not as familiar with it. I'd love to have a board representative there to ask that question. And it's the same thing with the chamber. I mean, we're all volunteers, so we take away from our businesses when we go volunteer to do this, to set them up, or even go to it. I know it's kind of tough. So if people want to submit those types of questions, I mean, how are we expected to pay for this without raising taxes on our own people if you guys aren't going to lead? This is a great time to hold everyone accountable and to put them on the same page. And I know with our reps, they've always been extremely good about just sitting here and having a conversation with us. And you're right. I mean, politics, like business, is just relationships. And it's about who you know, and as far as how well you know them, we can sit down and have these types of conversations.
Well, not much got done because they're all running for re-election. So, election year, they don't do much in Atlanta. So,
yeah, this is the wrong year to come
campaign, fundraise.
It'll be interesting to have to say what was done at the session. So, didn't see much taking place in Atlanta. So.
Which is good, I think.
Yeah, sometimes no news is good news.
Some states, they only meet every other year. Wish Washington could do that, but they can't do that. No. But you said Tommy Williams will be there on Friday, right?
That's correct.
Tommy Williams farewell tour this year, so
again, we're gonna honor him next Eggs and Issues. It's a little bit more proper. I mean, it's just this will be a little bit honor him. Yeah, on the Eggs and Issues in January.
Oh,
that's a little more. Yeah, it's a little more formal.
Oh, it is.
It's a little bit. I think with 19 years of representing our county,
right?
I think it's we need to kind of go all out and do a really nice event, kind of pull in a couple extra people who have meant something to him, or who can say, hey, this is what he meant to us.
But he will be there Friday for the wrap up.
That's right.
Tell us what happened and why it happened.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good.
Listen, and thank y'all for your time. You guys do a good job, and you're always really supportive of us doing this kind of thing. So I appreciate that, and I know Bob, getting people out to vote and getting them educated is a big personal priority. So we do appreciate you guys standing behind us on this.
Good luck with that. I say it.
Well, we've both been at it a long time, so we'll see.
Okay.
Appreciate you coming in.
All right, we'll be back more of the world famous Butch and Bob show in a minute.
At 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating, our skilled technicians can help with any air conditioning need. From repairs and tune-ups to installations, we can get you back to being comfortable faster. Call today and get a $59 tune-up.
Always on time, but you don't pay your time.
Limitations and restrictions may apply. Each location is an independently owned and operated franchise of 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating, each licensed respectively in their state or county.
Call your local 1 Hour dealer here in Jessup at 912-559-2912 to schedule now.
It looks amazing. The all-new remodel Sears Hometown store here in Jessup. Come to the grand opening celebration event of your all-new remodel Sears Hometown store this Friday and Saturday, April 15th and 16th. Get great deals both days with America's top 10 selling major appliances up to 25% off. Plus, get an extra 10% off on almost everything throughout the store. Get free pizza from Gooey's Pizza for lunch Friday at Sears. Come to the all-new remodel Sears Hometown store in Jessup on South 1st Street and save big this Friday and Saturday. Well, you're listening to the world famous Butch and Bob show this Wednesday morning, 13th day of April. The time now is 8:18. And Bob, it's going to be interesting to hear our elected officials on Friday and hear what they have to say about what happened in Atlanta.
Yeah. Always fun, always good to get their perspective. Like I said, the chamber does a great job, and they said they have the eggs and issues before they go up to Atlanta for the session, and after the session they bring them back for the post-legislative forum. So always both events well attended. A lot of people like to hear what they have to say, but I said it's a great opportunity if you don't know who your representatives are to meet these people.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, ask questions. Like I said, they hang around afterwards. You can go up there and meet them and interact with them, and they're always accessible. Tommy, Bill, and Chad always hang around, and I said it's just a great opportunity to come to this event and meet who your representatives are. If you have something on your mind, want to ask a question, this is the perfect time to do it.
It's time to do it. Okay.
I tell all the time, if you want to talk to your representatives,
they come to these special things.
Better way to do it than face to face,
Face to face, right there in person. Okay, so eggs and issues breakfast in January. Wrap up luncheon to Friday at 12 noon or 11:30.
The doors open at 11:30. The event gets underway at 12.
Okay, there at the Polytech Center at Coastal Pines Technical College. Sounds good. Well, what's up, Bob? Anything on your mind this morning? You had a school board meeting last night, right?
Yep.
And nothing. They met for 2 hours for nothing.
Pretty much. They didn't meet for 2 hours. That was like an hour and a half.
Okay, well, 90 minutes.
Wasn't like I said, it's a work session. They just went over.
Stuff.
The big thing is, Odom School's rolling. They approved all the technology equipment for the school. The school is going to be open in the fall. A lot of people in Odom are excited about it. The school looks good. If you haven't been over to Odom to see the school,
it's amazing to see
final stages. So it's going to be nice to see a brand new school in Odom. Scriven's got theirs. Odom have theirs. Jessup has new schools as well. So that phase is just about over. So.
And they'll be ready to move in August. Start school there, right?
All right.
So, and I guess 1 year from now they'll be starting at Martha Ross Elementary School.
They went over the student handbooks, but like I said, they didn't approve them because there's so many changes that they have to go back and look over. And if they have any questions, they can bring it back. But they'll be approved at the next.
Who makes those changes? School superintendent, principals?
The principals make the recommendations. The board approves the changes. But like they said last night, unfortunately, most of the changes are mandated by state and federal law. So those are the changes that are in the standard student handbook.
That's right.
The biggest interesting thing is they want to have piercing at school. That was the shocking, I guess not shocking, but kind of threw everybody off. The high school students have asked the principal, apparently they're not allowed to have piercing, but girls want to have that pierced in their nose, and they've had over 330 requests for that to be allowed. So that's one of the changes they're looking at, to allow piercing in females at their nose. So as long as it's not what they say last night, I'm trying to think what the language was, as long as it's not a distraction, it will be allowed. So a lot of girls like that. I know my niece has one. When she got one, my sister freaked, and we kind of freaked. We didn't know she had one until we saw her at either Christmas or New Year's, something like that. So we kind of just ignored it because it was like, okay. I'm not into piercing. I don't know about you.
No, neither am I. I just did like a fishing lure.
The board was like, "What? How many requests?" And Bill Adams says, "I think 338 or something like that." So that's what they want. So that's going to be changed so that can be allowed next school year.
Okay, so as long as it were just a little like a little that diamond little stone in there, they're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what the,
Are they going to measure it, like they do girls' skirts?
I'll just tell you.
Well, let me see here. That is a little over 1/16 of an inch. That's a little too big, right?
I'm just telling you what the conversation was last night. The stuff they have to deal with. I mean, that's where we are in society these days. You see it all the time.
I know.
People show up with purple hair or in pink hair and things like that.
All kinds of color hair. Just everybody trying to show their individualism, which they're not really showing their individualism. They're trying to fit in with the crowd that they're in.
But that was a discussion.
Where people are.
That was a discussion last night. Bill Adams was trying to explain to the board what the sentiment is at this high school among females. They want to be able to have piercings that right now they're currently apparently not allowed to have. So they're trying to change that.
Okay.
But
is there any rule on tattoos at school in any type of way?
I really don't know.
You got to have your parents' permission when you're below a certain age, but yeah, that's amazing how popular tattooing is.
There's a lot of people into
it. A lot of body art out there.
You watch NBA games, that's all you see. So yeah, kids follow culture. They just
they see it on television, they see on movies, or they see the singers do, the actors do, all that. They say, "Oh, I gotta look like that." It's been that way for forever with teenagers. So
but that was the discussion last night, going over the handbook. But like I said, that nothing's been approved. They'll be approved at the next meeting. But they said all the changes are highlighted in the elementary, middle school, high school student handbooks. So I said, I think they're sent off to everybody. Do they send those? I guess they send those home to everybody. Everybody gets one. They send it home. Parents have them, I guess.
Student handbooks?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They get it first day of school.
First day of school.
This is what they can and cannot do.
Personnel, just a lot of, sad to see Martha Clemens going to retire, but she has truly deserved. That lady will be missed in the front office. I've worked with her many, many years, and she's just a class act. She's at the central office.
Okay.
She's the superintendent secretary. So Martha Clemens, she's been there many years, and she's retiring again this school year. So got that on the list of, got a chance to talk to her, told her she'd be truly missed and hard to replace. Just a class lady, class act, and I know they're going to miss her.
Okay. Well, wish her the best in retirement.
It's a good place to be. Like I said,
Something Bob and I'll never see.
I see all the retirement guys at McDonald's. They tell me it's the best job they ever had. I said, well, I'll get there one day. I haven't met a unhappy retired person.
Yeah, no one yet, huh? They do got big old grins on their face, huh?
Man. How you doing? Love it.
Love it.
Best job I ever had. And you have some guys say, I'm more busy now than I was when I had a job.
I know, yeah.
So they got these to-do lists. They get their honey-do list.
First of all, they get their honey-do list,
but it's fun talking to those guys.
They get their friends wanting to do stuff, and people wanting to volunteer for stuff.
But apparently, you walk in, they all have big grins on their faces. They're just enjoying life, get tired. So that's good.
We're good. Good.
Good place to be, retirement.
And for some people it is. Some people it's not. I mean, look at the presidential candidates right now. You've got two of them right at 70 years old and one that's a little over 70. It's just amazing to me. They're all right around 70 years old and they're out there, hitting it hard and heavy and wanting to have the hardest job in the world.
It's going to be interesting. I said, what's the next one coming up? New York. They're all in
New York.
New York.
Should be Clinton and Trump by a landslide, but we'll see. You never can tell what the voters are going to do.
It's just fun to watch all these candidates, and then Trump wants Kasich to drop by, Cruz. Everybody wants Kasich. It's just fun to watch. It's entertaining.
You didn't even have to pay for this entertainment. It just comes to you every single day on radio, TV, and everything else out there. Yeah, all the little snide remarks and everything.
Saturday Night Live's having a field day. That was fun this past Saturday, watching Hillary try to get on the subway. Did you see that skit?
No, I didn't see that skit.
You need to Google that. It's pretty funny.
Hillary trying to get on the subway. Did she have some problems in real life getting on the subway? Or?
Yeah, so they did a thing on Saturday Night Live, and it was hysterical. I suggest you Google it.
All right, I'll Google it. And so it was a Saturday Night Live.
It was hysterical.
Hillary Clinton trying to get on the subway.
Yeah.
Okay.
She wants to take a cab.
Something she don't tell me how it ends, Bob.
It was hysterical.
I'm sure it was. If they did it, it's probably pretty funny.
So I didn't see the news. I didn't realize she actually had trouble getting in.
Yeah.
But they
it's not something she does on a regular basis, no.
They hit a home run with that one Saturday night. It was hysterical.
They probably ought to send thank you notes to all these presidential candidates for providing them with such great material to do skits on.
It's just amazing how they have them down. It's just fun to watch.
I know it is, isn't it? You know, where they can get their mannerisms and their speech, their mannerism, and the way they look and move and talk and everything. It's been a lot of time practicing that, I can tell you that.
Speaking of elections, like I said, early voting starts on May 2nd. It'll be here before you know it for all the local elections. May 2nd is the time for early voting. So a lot of candidates out there. And I said we've got 3 contested local races: the sheriff's race, the clerk court's race, and the race for coroner. Plus we got all these people running for Tommy's spot, and guys, we met Bert Guy yesterday running for a judgeship. There's another guy running for, so there's just a lot of races going on locally. So
right. Okay. Anything else, Bob?
Braves still looking for the first win.
They're doing it. They're still looking for it around the corner everywhere. All right. Have a good day. All right. The world famous Butch and Bob show brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, Jessup Premium Storage out here on the Waycross Highway, and also brought to you by Parker Insurance and Realty on Macon Street in downtown Jessup across from the Heritage Bank. It's 8:29 on this Wednesday morning, 13th day of April. Coming up in a minute, we'll check in the latest news from Fox News Radio.
Hi there. What are you up to? Hey, just planning our family calendar. With so many school and sports activities this spring, we've got to write it all down just to keep it all straight.
What is that big date circled in red?
Oh, that's a huge do not miss event. Friday, April 29th is the youth rally for First Baptist Church of Jessup. The J.J. Weeks Band is playing, and UGA football player Grayson Lambert will be there also.
Really? Tell me more.
Well, the night kicks off at 5:30 with a meet and greet with Grayson Lambert. When that's over at 6:30, the youth rally doors open and the J.J. Weeks Band begins right at 7.
Oh, wow. That's exciting. So, where exactly is this, and is there a cost?
First Baptist Church of Jessup